I want this guy gone to now, as expression would say. That was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Bournemouth giving us all the space in the midfield to play, and we produced that. That's what we produce. It's got to stop now. It's got to stop now.
Pissed off, man. I'm pissed off. I can't believe what I just watched. I can't believe what I just watched. A couple of days ago, we're talking about, oh, we got a chance to win in the fucking Champions League. Yeah? That. All that space, bro, and we created nothing. 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 No chances. Nothing at all.
What was it like?
Yeah?
Three shots on target the
The
whole
whole
game.
game. Two from set plays.
So what? We improve in one area, and the rest of it just goes
No.
to
No.
the. I
I
have to
said to you
compose
during the
myself.
game, I said to you during the game, bro, even if we win this game by hook or by crook, I'm fuming. I'm fuming. It's
The
appalling,
perform
bro.
the
We can't carry on with
performances
this. We can't.
the performances are just not up to standards. They're way below par. And okay, all right, I've calmed a little bit. Slot slightly to blame, but these players need to stand up and take accountability for themselves, man. Seriously, like go back to the first goal, Van Dijk. What are you doing? Are you trying to flick it back round the player? What happened to old school defending? What happened to old school defending? Just clearing your lines. There's a time to play and there's a time to defend. When you've got a man bearing down on you, that's the time to defend. He was in control of that situation. Just get rid of the ball.
When when does Virgil actually want to defend, and when does he just want to look pretty? He's trying to flick the ball back and start another attack. Another attack that's going nowhere because we don't create shit. Like I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it no more. Like awful performance, front to back. Yeah, there's no
Terrible.
one that escapes criticism from me for that. That was
No.
awful. Starting
Yeah.
with the manager through the whole 11 and the subs, that was awful. Yeah, you're giving all the space in the world to create. We had 80% of the ball in the second half, yeah, and had one shot on target. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like the keeper was worked. It's not like we created anything. Like I can't I can't get past this now. I can't get past this. I can't continue watching this for another, what, 16, 17, 16, 15 games or whatever in the hope that, oh, we might qualify to the Champions League. Like, we can't, it's not improving and it's not going to improve. Yeah. Those one off performances in Europe where it suits us, that's not enough. That's not
But you
enough.
know what?
Because let's be real, bro. We're not winning the Champions League. Yeah.
Okay, but we spoke about our performances in Europe and what allows us to be good in Europe, in i.e. teams come to play. Okay,
Mm.
Bournemouth sat. I don't want to call it a low block because there was so much space in transition in the middle of the park for us to get our head up, slide the ball through, whatever the case might be. But it's like we didn't have the belief, the bravery, the ideas to execute that. So I just don't know where we go from here. Like, is that the manager's instructions? Is that the players not being brave enough? I think it's a bit of both. I'm going to start with Salah. I think he got his team selection wrong today. I don't understand why Ekatike is not starting. If you're trying to manage his minutes and make sure he doesn't burn out X, Y, and Z, that's fine. He can do 45, come off at half time. Like, there's no rule that says a player can't come off in the first half. Like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? So I don't understand. Like, you got to start with your strongest lineup and go. Cody Gakpo isn't it. We said it already. When the game is stretched, that's when Gakpo can do his best work.
Yeah.
That's when he's allowed that space to cut inside and score. So for me, the starting lineup was wrong. Joe Gomez, man. Joe Gomez.
Hold on.
What
Before
have
we
we
even
got
got
to
to
do to
Joey
keep
G,
him
yeah,
fit?
Joey G, like his body's finished, innit? It's always gonna let him down. But let me just go back to Slot and that lineup. Saw that lineup, and there was a collective sigh of disappointment because we knew how the game was gonna pan out. You're paying a man that has one weapon in his arsenal to cut inside and shoot, and then you're taking away that weapon not only because the opposition know it, but you're playing him central. Yeah, where he doesn't have the awareness to make runs across the defender to get in front of the chances. Yeah, where he doesn't have the awareness to bring people into play because he's not a striker. Yeah, so what you just put there is a body. Yeah, alongside another body in Salah who is clearly dying in front of our eyes. Clearly.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's no chemistry with those two. Yeah. And then you've got Verts floating, yeah, in behind and sometimes on the left. That's three individuals up front that are playing on their own. Nobody's connecting with each other. There's no interplay. There's none. Yeah.
We've
The only two people
lost
who are
it.
on the same wavelength, yeah, would be Ekatike and Hugo and Verts. But by the time they've come on, Verts is blowing. We know he's finished at 65, 70 anyway. And Ekatike apparently isn't fully fit. So what have we
We've
done there is we could have won the game, yeah, with having all that possession, yeah, take those two mistakes out of the game, having all that possession and starting with Ekatike. Yeah, that's our strongest team. We probably create something.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He
But
he
instead,
he,
we're
cre- he creates
chasing the
something.
game.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
chasing the game because of two individual mistakes. Virgil, obviously, you've mentioned that already. And I suppose Kirk, he was sleeping to get done on the inside there.
Yeah. His body
But,
shape was all wrong, but
yeah, his body shape was all wrong. Fair enough. And it was a tight offside. But we've set ourselves up to fail.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not proud that we fucking come from 2-0 down to get a draw again. What did you call us? What did you call us? How dare we call Arsenal set piece FC when we're
We're Draw FC. Draw FC. Back at it. And then we couldn't even hold on to the draw. But listen, yeah, for me, the starting lineup it wasn't right. You've got to play your strongest team, and yeah, you want to manage minutes, but start with your strongest players, man, and take them off. You know, and just to go back, Joey G, man, like I feel sorry for the kid. Like, yeah, it was an unfortunate incident, but you know what? Blame Virgil for that. If you're clearing
Yeah,
that never happens.
yeah,
That doesn't happen. So I'm blaming Virgil for that. But I hope it's
yeah.
nothing serious with Gomez because obviously Kanate is going to be away for a while. So we need a fit
Bro,
Gomez because
bro,
Endo is
it
not the
doesn't have
answer.
to be anything serious for Joey G. Joey G, that's 2 to 3 weeks minimum. Minimum. Yeah? Probably a month.
Oh
Yeah. So
man.
are we really, like, deep this, yeah? Are we really gonna go to the end of the window and potentially have Endo playing alongside Virgil? Is that what we're doing?
It's crazy. FSG have got to see this now and have got to release the purse strings because this is
Or we're gonna go
crazy.
and get like a Clavan or
Kabak.
a Kabak? Is that what we're doing?
Stephen Corker. Let's call
Yeah,
Corker back. Why
yeah.
not?
Let's bring a ringer in. Let's just bring a ringer in and hope for the best.
No,
Yeah,
we something has to be done now. We can't go the rest of the season because we could end up back in seventh, eighth, ninth if we carry on this way. Because like I said, Endo is not the answer. I mean, he's got a lot of tenacity, a lot of heart, but he's haphazard. And in the middle of the park, he can get away with that. But when he's the last line of defense, unfortunately, it's just not going to work. It isn't going to work. So yeah, you know what? I'm saying all this, and as I'm saying it, I know I can see him playing Virgil and Gravenberch side by side, and then bringing in Jones,
Jones,
McAllister,
yeah.
Thomas in
The
midfield. Like,
Matengo sticks.
yeah, yeah. The thing is, I can't blame the manager for that. If they're not letting him buy players, then what else can he do? But yeah, I don't want to see that.
So you're
I
telling
don't.
me there's further pain to come.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it feels like. That's what I feel in my heart. Like more pain's coming.
So what I'm suffering today and what I've suffered for the last amazing 14 game unbeaten run, there's worse to come.
Worse. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. There's no other way I could say it to you, mate. It's coming. It's coming. I mean, bro, how did we lose that in the last minute to a long throw? The long throw that we were dealt with the whole. Bro, Allison, man, Allison, you are one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and you have been an absolute servant. One of the best goalkeepers I've ever seen in my lifetime supporting Liverpool. But you should have got onto that ball, that throw, and that you're squirming underneath you, rolling. Nah, this is that. That's you that from Allison just sums up the season so far, man. Seriously, just hey, are you giving it away? You want some points? Here you go. You want points? You have points. You have points. No.
Because we don't
I
want them for ourselves, that's for sure.
yeah, and to think now this gives Manchester United the impetus. If they somehow beat Arsenal, they're above us. We're now chased
You
in
know what?
fourth.
It doesn't actually matter whether they beat Arsenal or not. They they are in better shape to finish fourth than we are. Yeah. Do you know why? Because they've got a new manager and they've got a new manager bounce. Even for the games that are remaining, yeah, they will run through walls through. You can see that already in their first few performances. You will see a difference in Man United, especially now we're giving them the encouragement to say, "Wow, we can finish above Liverpool, you know. We can get top 4, top 5." Yeah. So it doesn't even matter. Forget the Arsenal game tomorrow. Like that's their business. Yeah, we've got bigger problems for ourselves.
I actually think Manchester United are set up better than us. I think their first 11 is set up better than us. I think there's a lot more chemistry between their first 11. I think their attack is decent. Do you know what I mean? And I think they if they pulled the trigger sooner, we'd be in a lot deeper water right now. If they pulled the trigger on Amram sooner, Amram was the only thing that was stopping them from coming for that fourth spot. And now he's gone. I think they're definitely set up better. And like you said, they will run through rules for Carrick. He's bringing back the old school Manchester United way, and I think it's going to be a problem for us because we we couldn't hit a barn door right now. Those stats are just terrible. Three shots on target the whole game. We've got nothing left. Nothing left.
Is there any possibility that dropping further behind and losing further games gets FSG to push the button on Slot?
It's a possibility, but it's not a gamble I'm willing to take. It's not. I don't want to give up points and league position just to see a manager out of a job. I'm not. No, because then you leave the team in a bad position, and the new manager coming in has twice the work to do. Yeah, I'm not for that. I want Slot to get. I'll get my words out in a minute to get top four, so that if they do pull the trigger, the next guy coming in, at least he has Champions League football. We can attract players X, Y, and Z. The money's coming in. It's too damaging to fall out of the Champions League spot. So no,
Okay, so a second question to that. With him still in charge and you want him to get top four, do you think we make top four?
my heart says yes, my head says no.
My head says no as well.
Yeah,
I just
because
don't think it's possible.
I just don't see where the wins come from now.
Mm.
We got Man City coming up shortly, so I don't see where the wins. I don't see where enough wins come. Especially like we just said with Manchester United. I just don't see it. We just drawing games for fun. We're giving ourselves mountains to climb. Today's a perfect example. Two easily stoppable goals and mountain, and now we didn't even get a point. We lost. To be fair, we probably deserved to lose the game. When you're that wasteful,
Yeah,
why do you deserve to win the game?
yeah,
You know. But
yeah.
anyway, I just want Frimpong, man. What happened to him today? He didn't go outside once today. That's his thing. Speed, push it past, go on the outside, put it in the box.
I,
What was
I don't know if there's any credibility to what Slot says in general about these guys that have come from Bundesliga and are not ready and are not used to the intensity of playing two games in a week, sometimes three. Um, for me, he looked tired. He didn't look like he was trying to go on the outside at any point, and that's his biggest weapon. So it was weird for me. It was weird, and I don't really understand if he's not going to give you that from right back. Really, what's his purpose? What's his purpose? Because we're not having any threat down the right from Salah. We've seen that. Like, and it's sad to see. To be fair, it's sad to see because we're
sad to
seeing
see?
him
Yeah,
just like literally fall to bits in
one
front
of
of.
your idols just like
Yeah, yeah,
disappearing.
and it's
And
it's horrible to look at, but we knew it was coming. We just probably didn't envisage it for the majority of the season, maybe towards the second half of the season, which is he's normal, isn't it? He drops off from January onwards anyway. But if he's not getting anything from the right, and Frimpong's not going to be able to consistently be able to perform two, three times a week, yeah, performing his role, going down the right, at least giving us a little bit of width, what's his use? What's
yeah,
his use? What can we actually get from him on a game to game basis?
mm.
Because, you know, he's not the most adept defender. Offensively is where we should get something from the game and where it can impact the game. So we haven't got Bradley. Forget Soberslai. Forget Jones. Joey G's injured now. So are we just shoehorning him into the team because he's all we've got left? Yeah, knowing that maybe the figures were saying, yeah, he's a bit, he's intensity levels, he's probably going to be injured soon enough because he wasn't playing that same game that he played against Marseille.
Yeah, that
There
wasn't
was
the
no
same
energy there,
Frimpong.
none.
That was not the same Frimpong, and that and that
What?
that that worries me. That worries me because he's our only fit right back, like you said. And if he can't perform two games in a row, there's a busy period, little busy period. Like we've got a game Wednesday and then the game at the weekend again. That
Listen, let's
worries
just
me.
go for Calvin Ramsey then, because it can't get much worse, can it?
Well, clearly, I read something where Slot said that the younger players are overtrained, and so when they get injured, they're out for longer. And I kind of agree with it. I think you have to be careful with the younger players and the minutes that you're giving them into training, the intensity they're training at, because when they do get the stats back it up, when they do get injured, they're injured with big injuries for longer periods, and so it messes up their careers. So I can understand in that sense not rushing Calvin Ramsey into the squad, but at this rate, we're going to need him. We should for a couple of games because I don't know if Frimpong's going to make it all the way to the end of the season playing. I mean, there's a break in the Champions League soon. If we get a point against Karabag, I guess we're down a few games for a little while. But yeah, that's even looking tight whether he's going to be fit enough for that because today he just didn't provide.
Not on the races, bro. Not
Yeah,
on the
not at
races.
all, not at all. But look, we've been all doom and gloom. I have to say, obviously, the set piece thing. It was nice to see a couple of set pieces go in because we've been before the game. I think it was like 117 corners and one goal from those corners. So
Sky murked us with that stat. I
that's
saw it on
that's
the screen
crazy.
and I was like, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Like,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So it was nice to see some set piece goals go in. Well, a headed goal from a corner go in. Also, have to give Sobersize props for his free kick today as well. Like that was well taken, nicely into the corner. So maybe this new set piece coach from where was he? I think he's from the under 21s. Maybe he's doing his job better than the last set piece coach. I forget his
he
name.
could be some any man that worked in Tesco, man. Anything would have been better. Anything would have been better than what we had before because it couldn't get much worse, could it? It couldn't
Yeah,
be much
true.
worse.
Yeah,
Listen, great free kick from Soberslai. Decent header from Virgil. It means nothing, bro.
I
It means
understand.
nothing. Like
Mm,
I can't stress enough that there's nothing positive to take from this game. There's
mm.
nothing.
No.
Even at the 2-2, I'd have felt the same way. Like
Mm,
we've achieved nothing.
yeah.
Like
It just
I want an hour and a half of my life back. Like,
it
like
just seems like there's no progression. It just seems
there
like
isn't, bro. There
every
isn't.
time we feel like we've progressed in terms of our performance or the scoreline, i.e. Marseille midweek, we take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Like there's no
Yeah.
better cliche. Like, and it's just we need some continuity. We need a base level of performance, a base level of what we're doing, and it's just not coming.
The base level of performance doesn't exist for us this season, bro. We don't turn corners anymore.
Mm.
There's no corners to turn. Yeah. This is a straight single lane road, yeah, to the end of the season. That's it. Yeah. At 20 miles an hour. Yeah. That's
Oof,
it. 20 miles
oof.
an hour. That's it. It's not changing from that, bro. We've seen enough now. We've seen enough. It's not gonna change, it's not gonna improve. Yeah, we just have to ride it out to the end of the season. That's it. And hope that we get one or two decent performances in cup competitions that might give us some hope of achieving something. But we know deep down the season's a write off. We know it's done. Let's be real. Let's be real, bro.
It was done a long time ago when we gave up our relinquished our title, like just walked it over to North London. So it was over a long time ago, but you'd think there'd be some pride and something like, wanting to look good. I think
Nah.
as a Liverpool fan, this is the worst defense of a title I've ever seen in my life. I'm just like I can't believe this is what we're putting out week on week, and it's not good enough. I think new ideas are needed. New ideas are needed. I've been sort of out for a while,
Mm.
despite various things happening, and I'm still thinking that way. I just don't think he can get the best out of this team of players. I just don't think he's capable. He's tried everything. This position, that position, this formation, that personnel. It's not working for him. I think it's time to say thank you. Well done on winning that league last season, but this is your last, my friend. This is your last. People, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. So when we post, follow us on all the socials, all that good stuff. TikTok, Instagram, X if that's your bag. But yeah, from a very deflated Slim, until the next time, man.
Thanks for watching, peeps.